What's going on, everyone? It's Arthur Status here, and I'm back with another review. And today we're gonna review this luggage right here. It's from the company Away, and it's aluminum, and they called it the bigger carry-on. On video it might look a little bit bigger. Just FYI, it's not that big. It's still a carry-on. But it's aluminum, it's beautiful. And before we get into the review, you know it's always story time with me. The reason why I purchased this bag is because I was going on a trip with my beautiful wife Celine, and I needed a nice carry-on. I didn't have a carry-on. We were going to Punta Cana about a month ago, and I've been in the market for a nice luggage probably since I would say 2017. I never pulled the trigger because I don't really travel like that. I don't really travel much, so it didn't make sense for me at the time to buy a luggage and have it in a closet collecting dust and spending all that money for that. So basically, we had our anniversary, our 10-year anniversary trip, a huge milestone. So I thought it would be the perfect time to buy the luggage I always wanted, right? So I was either in between this luggage over here from Away or Rimowa luggage. And most of you guys might not know this company Away, but you guys know about Rimowa, the aluminum luggages. The reason why I really thought about it, I was always under the impression that if I didn't buy this from this company Away, I would buy from Rimowa for the last few years. But I just decided that Rimowa, I love their luggages. The quality is crazy. They're kind of like the Lamborghini of luggages, if I would say. The reason why I never pulled the trigger was it was just too expensive, and I don't really travel like that. Wouldn't make sense for me to spend all that money if I'm not gonna use the luggage every few months or whatever. So I've been following this company since probably like 2016, 2017, because I always told myself if I didn't get the Rimowa, this would be my second alternative Away. And I've been following them on Instagram, and they've been becoming like popular throughout the years. They have about half a million subscribers, or I'm sorry, followers on Instagram. So this is kind of like the competition for Rimowa, this company Away. And there's not many videos on YouTube, doing reviews on these type of luggages for Away. So I thought I would review it. If you're like in the market or for a luggage, you're going on vacation, you want to look nice, you want to feel good, I would highly recommend this luggage. This one is still expensive, this luggage, but it's not as expensive as a Rimowa. So I think this is a good alternative where you'll get a better price. The aesthetics looks good, the quality is great, and you're gonna feel good, because I feel like it's important to have nice luggage. You can't have like a nice stylish fit on and then looking crazy with the luggage or whatever. It's not gonna look good. It's you have a nice fit in the airport. Everybody always has a nice luggage. I would highly recommend going for an aluminum, and for any brand, aluminum is just gonna elevate the look, the aesthetics of everything. It doesn't have to be Away. It could be any brand nowadays. They sell the aluminum luggages probably for a more affordable price, but I went with this one. So this one, they call it the bigger carry-on. So it looks like they have like a smaller carry-on, and then this is the next size up. I didn't have any trouble in the airplane with this luggage with the bigger carry-on. I put it on the overhead and fit nicely, no problems at all. So I just want to say that this luggage is already a little bit scratched up. I only took one trip with this, and it's already a little bit scratched up. Nothing too crazy. Doesn't have any dents so far. However, I didn't check the bag. I really just had it on my possession the whole time. So, they do advertise on the website, and this company advertises that the dents, it will get dented. That's normal. That's perfectly fine. that it just adds a little bit more character. I agree with that. Obviously, if I can try to avoid the luggage getting dented, I will. But since this is not being checked in the luggage, it shouldn't really get dented unless like it falls or something. But if you carry it with you inside the airplane, put it in the overhead, there's no reason for it to get dented. It's still pretty hard, the casing on this. So I can only imagine that when you put this under like 20 other bags and you're throwing it everywhere, it's gonna get dented. But if the luggage gets dented, it doesn't mean that it's bad quality. Even the Rimowas, I've seen that they get dented. That is one of the, I guess the cons of having aluminum versus, you know, having like a fabric luggage, where these will dent if there's a bunch of stuff on them, or if it falls, you know, if it goes through, you know, some trauma, the luggage or whatever. But I just like the aesthetics of it. I'm super happy with it. Now, before I open everything, I just want to say that the wheels on this is like butter. It's so smooth. It just feels good. Even my wife was like, oh my God, I need to get myself a bag like this, because it was just so smooth. Her bag, it was an old bag, and it wasn't flowing nicely, or the wheels weren't moving nicely. We ended up after the trip just throwing it out. So it's like butter. It feels really good, easy. It moves easily around the airport, any type of environment, you know, concrete, in the hotel, whatever type of environment. I didn't have any issues. It was just smooth like butter. I did get this monogram, so you have an option on the website. Either you get it monogram, so the case on the case, or you can get this thing over here. I don't know if you can see it in camera, but here, let me go close. See where it says AMG, those are my initials. Any type of product that I buy and I can get it monogrammed, I always decide to do it. The downsides of getting something monogrammed is that then, let's say for example, you can't really sell it and you can't exchange or return it if something happens to the product or whatever. But I always, like I have my AirPods monogrammed, I have my wallet monogrammed, this monogrammed, I have a few things monogrammed, and I really just enjoy the personal touch of having something with my name. So yeah, I really like the monogram. This, I did see reviews on it that this thing, if it goes through a lot of trauma, it's not really the most solid. It might, like, you know, break. This thing is a little bit flimsy or whatever. I didn't have any issues, but again, I took it with me inside the plane and put it on the overhead compartment. I didn't, you know, maybe if this bag is under like 20, 30 bags or whatever, and you're going on a bunch of trips, or you're using the luggage frequently, this thing might fly off. So just keep that in mind. I did see the reviews, but if this comes off, it's not a big deal. I don't really care about that. This, I would say that this is a little bit flimsy. Just FYI, guys, if my face is not on the frame, it's okay. I just want to do the review of this. It's not going to be perfect. It's just the angle and just to show off the luggage. The frame is going to be a little bit sketchy. My head might not be on the frame perfectly, but this is a little bit flimsy. So when I got the luggage, right, this was a concern for me. I don't know if you can see this on camera, but here, let me get close. So it moves a little bit. So I was not gonna lie, I was a little bit concerned. You know, I did spend, you know, a little bit of money on this luggage. I was thinking that this shouldn't be happening for the amount and the price and the quality that I'm paying for. However, I contacted them and they said basically that that's normal. Every luggage is supposed to do that, especially their luggage. The reason why this moves is so when you're rolling the luggage and you're walking with the luggage, it can like move a little bit more easier, versus if this was like very stiff, it can like break, you know, or let's say for example, you know, that's really the explanation that they gave me. I did research that on my own as well on Google, and I did see a lot of websites and a lot on Reddit as well that people were saying that that's normal in luggages. It's supposed to do that so then that the luggage can move easily with you, versus if it was stiff, it would break or it wouldn't move as easily, as freely as you would like it. Now, another side effect, or I'm sorry, not side effect, con of this luggage that I did see on the reviews too is sometimes when you're trying to push this up or down, specifically, specifically down, when you're trying to close this all the way down, sometimes it gets stuck. It gets like locked and you kind of have to like, you know, do it a little bit more like forcefully or whatever, or like play around with it. So right now it's not doing it, but sometimes it does. It gets like stuck, like, and then you can't like close it, and then you have to kind of like do it again, like click on the release button or the push down button. It did happen a few times in the airport where I wanted to bring this down, and I'm like, oh wait a minute, it's kind of like locked in or whatever, and then I had to kind of like play around with it, or like nothing crazy where you're spending like 20 seconds trying to bring it down. You'll probably try to bring it down the first time, and then, you know, like maybe like 3 seconds you'll push the button again, and then, you know, put it down and it goes down. Not a deal breaker for me, obviously, you know, it's not ideal, but it's not a deal breaker. I would highly still recommend this bag, and I would buy this bag, you know, 10 times over if I had to. So that's that from the outside. Really, really nice. So this bag is my first luggage where it has a lock on it, which I really liked, because, you know, even though I had the luggage on me the whole time in the vacation, it still, you know, makes you feel, well, not the whole time on the vacation, but like on the airport and when I got to the hotel or whatever, it feels good that it's locked. Nobody can go in it unless, you know, you open the luggage, or let's say TSA, they have a special key that they can open it, that's fine, but your belongings are safe. Nobody's gonna tamper with anything inside. If you have, you know, expensive items and stuff like that, you're gonna be fine. So basically, you put in the code, whatever code you want over here that you choose, and then you just click on these, click on this button, and then it opens up. And yeah, as you can see, this is one of the compartments here. It has a zipper over here. You know, you can put your passport in there. You can put like whatever documents, any like mostly like flat items, any like, you know, like toothpaste, or, you know, whatever you want to put over here. Super cool. You can put on this side over here. I ended up putting my sneakers. So as you can see, you just detach that from there. This spot over here, I ended up putting like my sneakers. I was able to fit 3 sneakers here inside, and plus, you know, like random stuff like socks and, you know, random like knick-knack things I was able to fit in here. So very, very spacious. But you can put anything you want in here. And then the cool thing is that then this, you close this, and it keeps everything nice and in from like moving around or like coming out and stuff like that. So really, really like that about this bag. Then let me put it on the other side so you can see it. Perfect. So then this is the side where I had all my clothes. So guys, let's say if you're traveling in summertime, or you're going somewhere warm, whatever the case may be, it's perfect because you can fit more stuff in there, because you're not, you know, carrying like thick hoodies and thick sweaters and stuff like that. That does take up a lot of space. So keep that in mind. I was able to fit at least like 4 outfits in here. One outfit I didn't even wear in the hotel. I overpacked. I did have to, you know, put some stuff in my wife's luggage because I couldn't fit, but it was like small things. I think it was my hat and like something else or whatever. So it wasn't like I put a bunch of stuff in her bag or whatever. Pretty much I was able to fit everything. But again, if you're maybe traveling somewhere cold, you might have, you know, might not be able to pack a lot of stuff in here because, you know, you know, thick sweaters, thick hoodies, a lot of jeans and stuff like that is going to take up a lot of space. I'm fine with that because this is not meant to put, you know, 6 outfits in there. This is kind of meant to be for like a, you know, a weekend trip, a 3 or max 4-day trip or whatever. So I definitely knew what I was getting myself into with getting this carry-on, the bigger carry-on it's called online. So as you can see, it has a buckle over here. Hold on, guys. Has a buckle over here. It's really nice because you put the clothes in, the outfits in there, whatever you want to put in there, and then this goes on top and it keeps everything in place from moving, which I really liked. If you wanted to take this off, you could take it off, but I chose not to take this off because I don't want to. And yeah, and it's cool too because it does have like another like zip little pocket over here that you can put anything in there, which was really nice. But it keeps everything locked in, nothing was moving. It keeps everything from not moving, and also like from wrinkling and stuff like that, because if things are like moving around and everything is gonna get wrinkled. So all my outfits were nice and ironed and everything. And then yeah, then this is the other spot over here that you can put all your clothes in. The cool thing about this, it has a pocket over here. I don't know if you can see it, but it has a pocket over here and with a zipper. And then this is kind of like the laundry bag in there. So anything like dirty that you don't want to put with your clean clothes or with your other clothes or whatever, when you come back from your trip, you throw it in here, and it's very convenient. So I've pretty much just put all my boxers in here, and I think yeah, I just put my boxers in here, and then my swimming trunks in here, and that's it basically. And then it just zip it over here, and then it just doesn't get your other clothes dirty or wet or whatever the case may be. So it's really nice. When you're done with it, you just fold it up nicely, and then you put it inside this pocket. If you don't want to take this with you, obviously you don't have to, and you can use this pocket for something else. But really nice touch. I'm glad that this came with it. And yeah, guys, so that's it. That's the review over here. This is the luggage over here. Again, I really like the luggage. I think it's really good quality. I highly recommend it. It's something that I never really had a good quality luggage before this. Yeah, you go to the airport, you're in these type of lounges now. Let's say, for example, if you're a Platinum Amex customer, or a Chase, I think either is Sapphire, whatever. They have these lounges in the airports that are free for you being a member of a specific credit card. People have nice luggages nowadays, and you can be, I mean, you could, but if you have the money or you want to save up, I would highly recommend getting into like a nice, like quality a luggage, beautiful luggage, because it's just gonna make you feel good. You're gonna look good. I did end up like taking a picture for Instagram, like with the luggage and stuff like that, and tagged that I was going on vacation or whatever. It was super cool. But let me just close this. But I highly recommend you getting a luggage like that. Now, one thing about this luggage I forgot to say about having an aluminum luggage is that the fabric luggages, you can kind of like cramp up with stuff inside the luggage, like max it out and then kind of just like push it down and then close the zip or whatever. With this, it's a little bit harder. I did find myself like overpacking a little bit and having to kind of like push this in really hard, and not being able to fit, having to like rework everything inside or whatever. So the capacity in here, you can't really put a bunch of stuff in these type of luggages because you're not going to be able to kind of like squish it in and then zip it up or anything because of the lock over here. Just FYI, guys, keep that in mind. And yeah, guys, so that's what it is. I was able to fit, like I said, like about 4 outfits, about 3 sneakers, and a bunch of other stuff, obviously. But really good quality. I'm super happy with this purchase, and I plan on hopefully in the future taking a few more trips. I'm definitely going to Nashville on a work trip, and after Labor Day weekend. So definitely gonna look forward to use this luggage. That's another reason why also I purchased a nice luggage, because I was also going on a work trip for 3 days, and I needed a nice carry-on as well. So guys, highly recommend it. Oh, you see, look, okay, boom. So now let's close it. Highly recommend it, guys, and I'll catch you on the next review.